Yes, I said the same thing. You're not. She said, hey. The moment you get it.
All right, good evening and welcome to the Weens Room at Cope Stadium at the University of Nebraska at Kearney. We're here tonight to further unite the Loper family and celebrate the hiring of our 9th head coach in Loper softball history. While this press conference will highlight Katie Ackerman and the Loper softball, I would like to make some opening comments to start us off. First, thank you to all of you for being present this evening. Chancellor Christensen, members of his team, and I are thankful that you are here and a part of this special gathering. Second, I would like to extend my gratitude and sincere appreciation to Steve Stutzman for stepping in as our interim during this time of transition. I thank Steve for all of his hard work and dedication to the Loper softball program. Third, although this process may have seemed long to everyone, I want to thank you for your patience and respecting the diligence and time it has taken for us to complete this search. We allow ourselves plenty of time to get this done right, and I believe we did it as well as we could. Fourth, I'm very pleased about the results of our process, and although our hiring committee mentioned to me numerous times, if it's meant to be, it will be, we stuck to the university process and procedures, and the results speak for itself. Fifth, and lastly, I'm really excited about the future of Loper softball and Loper athletics. With some of the recent challenges in the athletic department, we all know that change creates a sense of uncertainty. However, our coaches, their staff, and the student athletes have and continue to persevere in the face of adversity. Furthermore, we've had many accomplishments over the past year, which I'm proud to acknowledge. Namely, this past spring, nearly 400 student athletes continue to excel in the classroom, compiling a grade point average of a 3.33. Our women's swimming team had the highest grade point average at 3.74, and the men's cross country team was the highest of the men's sports with a 3.24. And 6 of our 14 teams carried a 3.5 grade point average or higher. Individually, we had 10 All-Americans, 1 national champion, 104 all MIAA all-conference selections, and 6 MIAA champions, our first NCAA 90 award winner, both male and female finalists for the Ken B. Jones Award, the MIAA Women's Tennis Sportsmanship Award, and the Softball Freshman of the Year Award. Team-wise, our volleyball and wrestling teams were MIAA champions, men's cross country was runners-up, and we finished 7th in the MIAA All-Sports Trophy race. This highlights only a few of the many accomplishments this past season. Additionally, our efforts to support the Kearney community through the Loper Athletes Program saw our teams accumulate over 4,000 hours of community service and engagement. We congratulate and commend the efforts of our coaches and the student athletes last year, and we look forward to serving and helping them make the future of Loper athletics even brighter. For this hire, we had 47 applicants and many more emails, in which 38 were head and assistant coaches. We narrowed the pool down to 8 and interviewed all of them face-to-face, which we considered finalists for this position. We felt confident in our evaluation process. The criteria we looked at in our softball coach was 1, someone with strong character and integrity. 2, someone who understands and can teach the game of softball. 3, someone who knows and can recruit Nebraska and the region. 4, someone who has the passion for being a good role model to our young women. 5, someone who is a leader and can build and sustain a Loper family culture. Members of our senior staff include Associate Athletic Director of Sports Medicine Bill Murphy, Assistant Athletic Director of Compliance and Senior Woman Administrator Rachel Page, and Assistant Athletic Director of Facilities and Events Manny Reinch. We all met with each candidate. We spent time learning more about each of them and their approach and vision to build and lead our team. We took our time. We were diligent in the process. Early this week, we offered our head softball position to Katie Ackerman. Katie grew up in Kearney, Nebraska. She attended Park Elementary and Horizon Middle Schools and graduated from Kearney High School. That's right, Katie's one of ours. Katie attended Chadron State, where she was a standout athlete and team captain, Upon earning her master's degree from Chadron State, Katie and her husband Brad moved to McCook, Nebraska, where she has been the assistant coach at McCook Community College until recently being named interim head coach. Following Katie's visit, our committee members made it clear to me that she has the ability, drive, and energy to breathe new life into the program's culture, that she knows and understands all facets of the game, and that Katie will be a positive force for our student athletes. Katie has made it clear to us that she has high expectations of her players because she understands that they have an opportunity to be a part of something bigger than themselves. What makes Katie the right fit for this job is that she is best for UNK softball today. And we believe that she will be an even brighter part of the Loper softball and long time part of the program. Katie knows the game. She can teach the game. Katie understands Nebraska and the connections to recruit the very best. She has her roots here in Kearney, and Katie is passionate about building a championship caliber program with some of the Nebraska's finest products, which makes this an important and exciting hire. Lastly, most importantly, we are confident that Katie will be able to build and sustain the Loper family culture. That standard of behavior which is embedded in 1, doing the right thing, 2, doing her best, and 3, taking care of those in her charge. We have no doubt in our minds that Katie Ackerman will develop a new Loper softball style, guiding the program to be champions on the diamond, in the classroom, and as representatives of their families, the campus, and our community. On behalf of Loper Athletics, the University of Nebraska at Kearney, and the City of Kearney, I would like to extend a special welcome to Katie's husband, Brad, and their 3 children, Braylyn, Carter, and Ruby, and Katie's parents, who are here also tonight, Jay and Lisa Bolin. We'd like to welcome you to the Loper family. At this time, Katie, would you please stand up? Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me the great privilege to introduce to you the new coach of the Loper softball at the University of Nebraska at Kearney, Katie Ackerman.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Mark. It's an absolute honor to be here. I can't tell any of you enough in here how special it is for a girl like me to be a part of this, program. For someone who grew up in Kearney, this is just truly special. I get to come back to my family, to people who have continued to support me on and off the field. And it's an honor to be here. To be involved in a place that I love, a place that is familiar to me. It's just an opportunity I had to take. I want to thank Mark Bauer. I want to thank senior staff. I want to thank the entire athletic program for believing in me and choosing me to be the right fit for this position. I especially want to thank my family, their continuous support through this entire process, and a big thanks to my husband. He has been there the entire time through love, encouragement, and support through this process. I just want to let everyone know that I am absolutely thrilled to be here. This university has a culture that I want to be a part of, and I'm ready to get going. I had the opportunity to meet the girls just prior to this. I know it was short, but in that time, I knew that they are prepared. They've been patient through this entire process, but you can tell that they didn't take time off in the gym and in the classroom so far, and just being mentally prepared throughout this process. This transition, I know, is going to take time. It's going to take a lot of dedication, hard work, but I know we can get there. I have no doubt in that. So thank you again for this opportunity. I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
All right, so I know we've got some parents way in the back that want to meet with you sometime too, but anyway, this concludes our press conference. Oh, yeah, we would like to open up if you have any questions with the media. But again, we do thank all of you for being here this evening and helping make this such a special moment for Katie and for the Loper softball team. And all I have to say is go Lopers. So go ahead and if you have any questions.
Any questions? Katie, how specific can you get when you visualize what your program's going to be about where you hope to make the biggest impact and any changes to achieve the goals that you've set out?
Talking with the athletic department, they're already changing this culture, especially with Mark Bauer taking over. And, that culture is clear to me on being successful in the classroom, competing well in the MIAA, and just being members of this community after they're done. And so not only do I want to give them high expectations on the field, because I do want to compete, I am a competitor at heart, I want to take this whole program to another level and compete not only in the classroom but outside of this community, in hopes to bring these players to stay in our community like I get to today. I think Kearney is a great place to be, and I want to, in hopes, keep them here if I can.
Specifically, what's the first step?
The first step is getting here. I'm still in McCook. I'm still in the transition of moving with my husband. We're in the middle of a remodel, so it's just getting here is the first step. I've already talked to the players about the process. We already plan on having a team meeting. We have that set, just to go over my expectations. Like he said, I do hold them to a high standard, and I believe they should, especially at this level. And our next step is to get practicing. We have a game September 29th against the Mavericks, and right now I want to get that W against them. So it would be nice to get going here soon. So by next week we should start that process.
Questions? How early on were you applied from the very beginning?
Right.
So you talked about the sport, your husband and everything, but were there some times when you thought, what's happening, was this a good idea, to hang in there this long, as long as it took to get the job? Right.
I'll be honest. When this job opened up, I had so many people reach out to me, not only in the community, but friends and previous players. And so I kind of waited until that job opened up, and right when it opened up, I took the opportunity to apply. If you want, in all honesty, I checked every day the status of my application, because that's how excited I was to be here. We had a lot of transitional changes at McCook Community College when I was there, and so in that process I got offered the interim. And I knew the process at UNK was still there, but I knew I had to take care of my family at the same time. So I did step into that transition. I stayed patient, and I just knew if the moment was there, it was going to be there. And it obviously was, and I'm excited to take it on. I'm more thrilled than ever.
Any more? All right.
Awesome.
Good.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.